Hello everyone. In this video, we're gonna cover the Informatica Power Center, all the tools of Informatica Power Center. How can we input the source and target, and again, how can we set the workflow sessions, etc. So let's start. Before starting, just make sure your services are on. You can come here in Informatica. In Informatica, this services should be on. If it is not, then you can start this. It will take some time and it will start. After that, go to repository, open your repository. If the services is not on, then the Informatica Power Center will not work, so it is necessary to start the services first. Then you have this repository here. If not, then you can create the repository also. Then the add repository, you can add as many repository you want. But before adding this repository, you need to have this repository set in your admin page, so you can add from here. Then we can connect it, the repository, your password. This repository services is connected to the integration service, which will help to run all their workflow sessions and mapping, etc. Then here we can see some folders here. If you want to create a new folder, then we can create it from here. Create a folder, and then we can name, and this folder will be reflecting all the Informatica Power Center's client, like repository, designer, workflow, monitor. Then go to designer. In designer, open that folder. Suppose I have created one folder here in repository. Info is my folder. In designer, I will open this folder, so I can see all the mappings here in designers which I have done previously. This is my source, the flat file, then the database sources, the flat file. So if I'm importing the source from flat file, then it will store in this folder. If I am expand this, I will see all the sources which I have imported from the file. And if I'm importing a source from a database, then it will store in this folder. Here I can see all the folder sources or tables which I have imported from the database. Then in target, it will show me all the targets I have imported. We're gonna see how can we import the source and target. Then just forget about this. We will see it later. In mappings, we can see all the mappings we have done. So firstly, we will start with new. How can we import the source and target? Just go to source analyzer. This is source analyzer. In source analyzer, I can go on source, import from file or import from database. I have these two options. I can also import from the COBOL sources and the XML sources. For now, just don't concentrate on this. Just concentrate on database and file. If my source is from flat file, then I can import by clicking on file and go to that vertical location, and I can import that source from here. If my source is from a database, then I can go for import from the database, and I can give the credentials here. You can from here you can you add new sources. Suppose my sources is Oracle here, so I have added this already. If I want to add more Oracle, I'll just show you I have added this already. If my source is Oracle, then I will go to Oracle Wire Protocol, then finish, and here I will give the data source name, then host name, port number, then service name, etc. I'll then test the connection, and I'll add this. Like that, I have already added the Oracle here. So if I give my credential here, password, in that I can see all the tables and views. So like this, I have one employee table. I will import that. Just click on that and then OK. I have previously added the source, so I will replace it. So it will reflect in this employees. Then in target, I have created one target manually in Oracle. Wait, I'll show you. I have created a target where I want to load the data with the same structure or whatever the structure I want. I have created that one, and then I'm gonna let. So in target, I have source like select start from employees. I have this source. And I have also created a target one for this source to load the data into that target. Select start from employees. Wait a minute. Employees target. So for now, I have loaded up. I will pick that and create table. Employees target. I will truncated this table. So now I don't have any data in that target table. So I'm gonna show you how can I load this data into this target. So I have imported the source and target. Target also, there are two options, like if your target is flat file, then you can import from here, or you can import from the database also. Now go to your mapping design. Here this is something where you can design your mapping. So I'll create one new mapping, fresh mapping. I'll go mappings, create. I will name it as m underscore whatever the whatever the name you want to give, like mapping underscore my first mapping. I'll click on OK. Then I will took my source. I can find here. Source, I expand this folder. Then in Oracle, I'm gonna find where employees my source, which I imported from the Oracle. So as I import this source, I can find this is my source, actual source, and this is my we can say it is a source qualifier. What importance of source qualifier and everything, what it does, or what is the need of this source qualifier, we will see in our next lectures. So just for now, you just concentrate on this. If I take this source, with that I can get the source qualifier also. Then my target section, employees target table I have. Now if I select all the ports here and connect it here, this is my one-to-one loaded. This is my complete mapping. If I save this mapping, validate, it is validated. It is my one-to-one mapping. What it does is it took all this input from this source, and as it is, it's gonna pass to the target. It will not gonna do any transformation or filter and anything in between that. For that, if I want to do any calculations like aggregated calculations, or filter anything or anything else, joins, etc., then I'm gonna use this transformation from here. Transformations, then create. I can see all the transformations here. We will see one by one it later. Just for now, just concentrate on that. We'll see all the transformations in our next lectures. So this is just one-to-one loaded. It took all the source input from the source, and it will pass all the input from the source to the target. And now if I save this, it is saved and valid. So now I'll go to my workflow manager. Here I can create new workflows and sessions. I'll create one workflow create. I'll name it as workflow level my first mapping. I'll name it as save. When I click on OK, then the new workflow is created. Then I'll go here, then click just here. It will show all the mappings you have created. So our mapping is my first mapping, m underscore my first mapping. Here it is. Then I click on OK. Now this is used to link the start to a mapping. Now double click on that mapping. In sources you have to select here the relational. If you are importing from the database, if you are importing from anything else, all the options you can see here. If you are flat file, then you have the file reader options will be here. For now we have imported it from the database, we can give relational reader. Then here we have to give the connection string. So I have imported it from Oracle. I have created the connection string here and click OK. Same for the target relational reader. If I want to truncate and load it at runtime, then I can check this property. What it will do is it will truncate the target table in runtime and load the new data into it. If I'm not truncating it, then it will not truncate the data and load multiple times, as many times I run this session. Now click and I will for now I'll apply and OK. And the connection string you can give it from here. I'm importing from the database, then relational, and I can add all the here new and whatever this database you are using, just add it from here. Now if I save this, it is save, Control S. It is save. You can save it from here also. Validate. It is valid. Save it. And now go to your monitor. In monitor, it shows all the what the session running sessions. So just right click on it, then start task. Go to monitor to show your task is running and it is succeeded. So you can see here source and target. It took 107 record from the source qualifier and loaded to the our target 107 as it is. So if we go here, so it is empty before. Now we have loaded it. If I run this, oops, sorry. If I run this, see all the records I can find here. Okay, so so that's it for it. It is simple mapping, and just to give you a quick overview of the Informatica Power Center, how can we do this mappings and import the source and etc. Well, how can we do the workflow sessions and monitor them more. Here I can give the statistics that like how many records I get from source qualifier and how many records uploaded to the target, then partition detail, then performance detail. We will see it later. And one more thing, if I right click here, I can get all the logs. Just do not concentrate on this. We will see it later, what these logs do and anything. So it will store all the information about your mappings to workflow run. We can see everything here, how the data is taking from source qualifier and loaded to the in between the transactions, and everything it will show in these log files. There are multiple types of log files, so we will see it later. This lecture is only for to give the quick overview of Informatica Power Center. So stay tuned. I will from the next lecture I will cover one by one all the transformations